Hey class, so today the prompt is, I guess there is no real prompt, which is what it says right off the bat, but just doing a self check-in. How are you doing? How's your body doing? Do you feel healthy and grounded in practicum while being present in your personal life? And just share with your peers how you're striking the balance of personal and professional demands and what you might need to engage in self-care wise. I actually feel like things have been pretty good for me lately with self-care and like engagement. Um because I feel like I've had an interesting experience the last couple of days where my client's paperwork expired and so they just need to update their paperwork, and that gave me a good break this last Thursday because that's generally when I work with them. And it gave me an opportunity just to get caught up on some things that I feel like lacked a little bit in personal life. Lately, I haven't been able to clean as much as I like to, and for me, I need a clean environment to be able to really, I think, feel comfortable and focused. And so that gave me an opportunity to kind of whip out stuff around home, clean up, and I had a few more hours to do that kinds of stuff. And it definitely alleviated some stress because I've been wanting to do a deeper clean on the house and get the dust gone and scrub the bathroom and stuff, and that helped me feel more centered in my life and more together. Then in the last few weeks, oh, just a heads up if nobody's taking this class, but the practice with, let's see, what's it called again? Practice with groups and communities, that's a heavy load. So, yep, there's a lot going on in that class right now. And so that's been kind of a little bit challenging, especially with the amount of group work that's needed to do. Overall, I feel like I strike a pretty good work-life balance, and school balance. I'm just pretty good at prioritizing what needs to be done in the moment and stuff. And I feel like procrastination is what causes a lot of drain for me. So, like, if I procrastinate assignments or I procrastinate things that need to be done, then it feels like a panic, like at the very end that I need to throw something together. But if I just pace my assignments and pace the work that I'm doing, it doesn't usually add up too much. And so I've been making sure to do that, and I feel like that in itself is a little bit self-care, although it's not like the self-care that you talk about that's super direct, like taking a bath or making sure I'm breathing. It's not that kind of self-care, but it is like looking ahead and trying to prevent like panic mode from happening. And so I really I feel like I've been able to manage that pretty good. And if the sky was the limit and I didn't have to consider any restriction or challenges, where would my ideal practicum be? I'm actually really happy with where I'm at in my practicum. Um, and for like specialization and for future years, I'd kind of like to continue what I'm doing now, but add maybe a little more research into it. I'm technically doing a 30-month residency that I started with this schooling and such, and I think I'm like I would like to add some counseling hours on top of that to kind of specialize more in the counseling arena too. But I want to continue that residency and get certified in psychiatric rehabilitation and licensed in it. Because I feel like that would be really good experience, and I feel like I learn more from my environment being with the clients when they're in crisis, and I don't feel like a lot of practicum opportunities get to do that with the clients one-on-one. I feel like if I did counseling this year, which I'm trying to do next year, then it would have been like I wouldn't have that understanding of what that looks like for other people, only with me. And I feel like that could have been a biased perspective, but now I get like a more wider range of what that looks like. And so I'm really, really happy with where I'm at. And I don't think I would change it actually. I don't have like a agency or population that I would change to, especially since I know that I can work more with adults next year. Um, and I just feel like it's pretty well rounded. I'm pretty happy with that. And with my other job, like my main job, my main source of income, I work a lot with children too in that regard. And I do a lot of developmental stuff there. So I feel like I just get a wide range, and I just, with peer support, which is another job that I do at Priest of Mental Health in regards to also doing the school services with the client in crisis. I just feel like I kind of get a little bit of everything. And that's been good. But I would like to lean a little bit more, I think, to like some adult counseling next year and do that. But I also would really want to prioritize like getting that certification in psychiatric rehabilitation and finishing out that 30-month residency. And I should finish that out, I think, about the time that I graduate with this program. So that would be really cool. What advanced skills do I want to strengthen? Oh, I think I kind of mentioned that. I think I'd like to learn a little bit more. Education-wise, I think I'd like to learn more about therapy, like tactics to use. I feel like we've done a really good job going over, like, in classes about specific groups of people, and how to be, like, make sure that we're checking in with our own biases and how to be, like, considerate of different populations and people who come from various backgrounds and like really prioritize that in our practice. But I would love to learn about some more therapeutic techniques like polyvagal theory, dialectical behavioral therapy, cognitive behavioral therapy, and differences between those. And I feel like that's the only place that I would like to strengthen some stuff within my concentration year and strengthen just like different therapeutic practices. Um, and I would like to expound on that more for sure. And how am I hoping to build on the existing knowledge of my current practicum? Well, like I mentioned with the research, becoming licensed in psychiatric rehabilitation is really important to me. And I think, and there's a whole textbook on it. I have to take a it's a national exam to be certified in it, and so I would like to prepare for that examination and build on my knowledge from what I have learned in my job into what they are looking for academically as well. And so I think that's the kind of existing knowledge I want to build on next year. And so yeah, that's just some thoughts of mine about where things are at, and I'm feeling pretty good. So see you guys. Thanks for listening.